Welcome back to the Oxford Division Model Railroad. I'm Keith, your track foreman. Today's Switching the Paper Mill and Clyde Iron number 2. Let me discuss a little bit about the commodities used for both the paper mill and Clyde Iron. First of all, paper mills are an ideal industry for model railroads, and people don't realize it. It uses a wide variety of car types and commodities, giving incredible interest from the members of a club or a private person. The paper mill used flatbeds and gondolas of incoming pulpwood. It needed a lot of pulpwood for cars coming in versus a carload of paper going out. There were 3 spurs for plywood incoming, and there was a spur going inside the craft mill for finished paper, and we used only double-door boxcars. You needed the very best clean boxcars so you wouldn't damage the paper rolls when they were lowered inside the double doors and shipped around the country. On the side of the building, we had a commodities track for miscellaneous materials that the paper mill always used, plus shipments coming in by boxcar for kale and clay in the 1950s. 1960s, the industry switched to a water slurry mix in a tank car, but that was the 60s. This layout of the Zumbro Valley Workshop took place in the 1950s in the Twin Ports. Besides the kaolin, we also had coal loads, hopper loads of coal coming in for the power plant to power the paper mill. We also had caustic soda, chlorine, and sulfur to break down pulpwood fibers and to create paper from the cellulose fibers and the finished product. We had a track for every single one of those commodities. They all went to different spots, made it real easy to understand. And the car card helped identify the car, of course. We used Dixie roads, the southeastern United States railroads only, to pick up kale and clay, which were generally all in Georgia. So we had central of Georgia, southern, seacoast, Atlantic coastline, and southern were the biggest railroads hauling kale and clay from that area of the country. Clyde Iron had 2 spurs. One went inside the building for various products and sub-assemblies, and 1 spur outside underneath a large gantry crane for heavy loads. We had metal and pipe fittings coming in, and heavy loads of crane parts and various industrial complexes being shipped out. So those 2 spurs were quite active as well, and the 2 spurs of the Clyde Iron crossed over the spurs of the coal and the sulfur and chlorine tracks. So there were 4 diamonds in the middle of the yard in front of Clyde Iron. They crossed over each other to get to the various industry spots. So let's watch a little switching, and then we'll go on with the series. If you like what you see, comment, subscribe. We will see you again.